I just got back from watching Superman by James Gunn. It was cool. If you're a dog enthusiast, this movie is for you. The movie's called Superman, but it might as well have been called Superman and Superdog. Because Superman is clearly the main character that we've always known him to be, but I'm gonna let you know, Crypto was the hero of the audience in the theaters. I don't think there's any point in talking about the plot of Superman. We all know what it is. Superman comes from Krypton, comes to Earth, Lex Luthor doesn't like him, and chaos. That's just about the way that it goes. But what I think made this movie interesting was there was a comic book element to the film. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of humor, jokes and quips and all that with just like all superhero movies nowadays. I couldn't help but feel this vibe of OG comic book made modern day today. I appreciated parts of the film that stood true to DC nature. As we all know, when you compare Marvel to DC, DC is usually more on the darker side and is not afraid to take a few more risks. And they definitely did that in this movie. Not too much. It was definitely more on the lighthearted side, but it had its moments where you're like, wow, this is some real stakes. As stated by James Gunn and the producers, Superman in this film was made to be weaker. It wasn't like Man of Steel, Superman with Henry Cavill. And honestly, I enjoyed it because it made the stakes a little bit more real and it had him really rely on teamwork to survive. And speaking of teamwork, the cast of this film was really good. We had the typical Lois Lane, we had some people of the Justice League, and of course we had Lex Luthor acted by Nicholas Hoult, who we have seen in multiple films, and I'm not gonna lie, he did a pretty good job. He took a bit of a different angle with Lex Luthor, but honestly, it didn't fall flat, and he had me pretty entertained the entire time. I want to give a big shout out to the cinematography and the choreography of this film. Back in the day, they haven't been the best with fights, especially when they deal with flying, but I'm gonna let y'all know, this film did it really well. I saw the film in RPX and I really enjoyed it. The sound design was top tier. And I felt like every time Superman was flying or breaking through some sound barriers, you could feel it in the theater. The sense of danger was very present in the movie and it helped you be really invested in the storyline and how it was going. And the fight scenes were awesome, without a doubt. Everything I stated is the pro of the movie. I only have really one con. This is a regular superhero film. You're going to walk in there. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get some action. You're going to get nice cinematography. You're going to get jokes the entire time through the film. It's a feel-good movie. Hero wins. There's nothing really to go crazy about or run home about. If I'm being honest, if you've seen one superhero movie, you've pretty much seen them all. But what I think makes this film more fresh was the more humanistic approach that they took with Superman. They brought down the power level just a little bit to make you really feel engaged there. You really got to see Superman's personality, like the original personality of just wanting love and peace for everybody. You saw his relationship with Krypto grow. It was good. The film has a pretty decent runtime with 2+ hours, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you never really get bored. They make sure to keep it leveled the whole way through. Something is always happening and you're entertained almost the entire time. Popping the film into the millimeter, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I don't think it was anything to go really crazy about. It was a good movie to go see with your shorty, go hang out, maybe go take your kids. It was fun. I don't know if you really have to watch it in RPX or pay top dollar for it, but I would definitely say go watch it. I don't think it's a must watch. You can wait some time, but the movie was good and it was entertaining. We're now gonna jump into the spoiler section and my little deep dive into it. This is your warning. 3, 2, 1. Okay, as I stated before the warning, this is a regular superhero film. There is nothing here that you should be shocked about. But what I found interesting through a Millie mindset perspective is it really showed me how sensitive the topic of politics is. They don't really shy away from it. Superman chooses to save a smaller nation from getting overtaken by another country, and he gets involved and he stops the war from happening. But the film really goes to show the ramifications of superhumans getting involved in political affairs, which I think is super highlighted in like things like The Boys and Invincible, which is super cool. I love that it's becoming more realistic now as far as the ripple effects that these superhumans have on society. And when you really start to think about it in that way, it really does help you understand Lex Luthor a little bit more. It goes to show how the fabric of society can fall apart with just one person with the power to stop everything getting involved in regular affairs. I thought that was a really interesting take. The film also reminded me of Don't Look Up. If anybody's ever seen it, mild spoiler warning. It's the film that they had on Netflix where they talked about a meteor that was going to hit the planet. the scientists that discover it try to tell the world, but the media gets involved and it shifts the entire way that the world sees this event. This Superman film has ties to that, where it's like, by throwing things into the media today, you can really change the entire way that the public perceives you. And it was good to see how Superman was navigating that. Those elements of the film made it fresh. It wasn't just like, oh, he's Superman. It wasn't like faster than a speeding bullet, faster than a flying car, or whatever it was it used to be. It's none of that. It's really like down, boots on the ground. As I stated before, the film is aight. Go check it out if you got some time and money. Hey, go take your dog. This is a dog enthusiast dream. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna insert crypto into everything. Oh, we need a funny moment, throw crypto into it. Oh, we need an action moment, throw him into it. This movie is Superman and crypto. And it's aight. Just nothing to lose your mind over, if I'm being honest. But that's all I got. Y'all already know we're gonna keep it a milli till we get to a milli. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.